History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we send it, niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we send it, niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold.
I know. Whoa, whoa. I was talking. I should unmute. That's my bad. That's on me. Yo, man, I'm gonna fight people, bro. You know what's so funny? I've been cooking people for these live action Disney remakes since what Lion King or Jungle Book, whatever the first one was, and they finally got me. I said, Why did you come for Moana? Leave us alone. We're on the island chilling. We surfing. We riding the waves, bro. I don't want to see it. Don't make this. Disney has to be stopped, bro. I'm ready to defeat Disney once and for all. My childhood be damned. They have to be stopped. They cannot get away with this. They cannot ruin the only good thing they put out in the last decade. You know what? I liked Encanto, but they gonna have to fight me, bro. Cause that's like the one Disney movie that I watch Moana all the time. If you don't know, but oh, they're gonna ruin it. I know they are. They can't be trusted. Everything they touch turns to ash. They're shit. They're a trash company. And if you support them, I judge you. I don't really, but like I judge you low key. But question. Something I was gonna ask you guys originally before I got into anything was, what are you guys watching right now? What's what's everyone watching? I see like Blue Lock. I think Bleach is on break. The reason I asked that is I decided on my own. I actually watched Jujutsu Kaisen Zero on the weekend with my homie, and I watched the Dragon Ball movie on the weekend with my homie, the one with Gohan Beast. I finally saw it. I thought it was very whatever. Um, I didn't dislike the animation though, all things considered, but that movie was whatever for me, all things considered. But I had fun. I had fun. I had more fun with the JJK Zero film, though. I'm not a Utah guy, and I it was good. It was fun. Like they were both fine. So if I got through those two, there's no excuse for me not to get through Gintama and Neon Evangelion uh next weekend. So this weekend I plan to watch the Gintama the final, and I plan to watch the Neon Genesis Evangelion movie. I'm not even gonna lie, I deleted the My Hero movie. I just deleted it. I don't think I'm gonna watch that. I have no interest. I saw the other two. They were very whatever, but yeah, Hell's Paradise, yes sir. And my nigga was boxing. What's his name? Gojo was boxing. The African dude beating his ass. But that's y'all series. But oh no, you're talking about Hell's Paradise, the show. There was there was something you tagged me to watch. I'm sorry, my bad. There's something you tagged me. I forgot what it was. Some manga is coming out and you were like, you need to read this. But and a couple people DM'd me like, you will like this, you gotta read it. And I'm like, y'all told me I'd like Chainsaw Man. Y'all told me y'all like Black Clover. Y'all told me like y'all are not shooting well from the field. I don't know. You gotta read Blue Lock. But some of y'all said Al Ashy. So for anyone who said that, y'all was right. That one moved me tremendously. I actually still gotta read Brotherfoot. Maybe I think I'll do it on stream. But yeah, I forgot too, bro. It was you, Barry. You said something. I don't know what it was though. I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, cause I actually took it upon myself to watch One Piece. Now, y'all know by now how I watch One Piece. I take this motherfucking mouse and I drag past anything I am not trying to see. I don't care. I'm not sitting on 5 minute shock faces. I'm not doing that. Don't know how any of you guys sit through an episode of One Piece without getting fucking antsy. Because Toei sucks. I admit there are certain scenes I can tell they take seriously and they put their best animators on it. But I have not enjoyed a One Piece episode since like the beginning of the rooftop. Law versus and Kid versus Big Mom is like the one thing that I still like. I look back on one, I'm like, I still like this. It wasn't perfect. It's got its issues, but that's this duo versus Big Mom moved me. And they made it lame. They made it so lame, bro. What the fuck was that? Because everything takes so damn long to happen. Big Mom's coming out. Ah, kid, I'm gonna get you, mama, mama. I'm like, bro, swing the sword. Why are you taking so damn long? Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wind up. And I'm like, dog, I can't enjoy this. And sometimes why I like to watch the anime of One Piece and certain shows is that for in between things that we somewhat skip by, they add a nice transition and sometimes they make sense of a scene I didn't understand in the manga. There's so much goddamn visual noise and just shit on the screen and jiggling, wiggling electricity and auras. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I can't tell. And I actually thought when he used anesthesia and he stabbed Big Mom with it and used the shock will, he looked sick in the manga. Made that shit look so fucking lame, bro. When he ripped the steel beams out the towers to hit her, it sucked. The part where she's standing menacingly and they like change the color scheme up and the overlays and filters and she's like scary, that was cool. But you're telling me it took 16 minutes for one Ikoku sovereignty, the anesthesia, the assign. It took like 16 minutes to happen. I don't know how anyone's enjoying this. I don't get it. I can't do this. It's driving me crazy. I don't like it. And since when can these niggas just summon lightning bolts to their fucking clubs? Why couldn't they just do that? Why can Yamato and Kaigo just summon lightning? Were they doing that in the manga? No, they wasn't. Why the fuck could they just do that? That's broken as hell. It's called something something Kuta. Toei was fumbling scenes, bro, man. They drag out some scenes while zoom past some. Does affection too much. I just can't. I can't do it, bro. I was so excited to see this. I'm like, oh, cause like I saw people posting like the screenshot. I'm like, okay, I'll watch this episode. So I went back and I watched through the last thing I think I had not seen was what's the last thing I saw? Hold on. Videos, animal, OP episode. What's episode 50? What's this? It's when Luffy was riding the dragon back up to Onigashima, and then Momo bit him, and he did the whatever. Like that's like the last thing I'd seen, so I watched that. From there, so came to this episode, I'm like, 'cause I used to show my homies this shit. I can't show them this shit. They're gonna cook me and say Naruto's better. I'm not showing them this shit. I won't lose. I only show them fire. Toei Lucky One Piece is good because they would never get fans to the anime. Yeah, I'm only gonna peep the Gear 5 episode. I probably should do that, but I usually check in on the combat scene because I actually like how they did the rooftop part at first. The first bad rooftop episode to me was when Luffy went Gear 4th and he was punching Kaido for 6 minutes. That was boring, but up until then, like they were doing their thing, and there were a couple of animated sequences where Luffy and Kaido were trading blows that were good. But once Luffy got his conquerors, oh boy. Then them OP anime fans see 60 seconds of Sakuga visual noise and cubes and they make 40, 50 pages threads. I want their resiliency. I don't know how they do this. I can't do it. It's like it's making me more sad because I'm like, this is the one part of Wano that I can say that I enjoyed thoroughly. Like my biggest problem with the Big Mom and Kid fight and Law fight, for some reason, she just did not. She like didn't use hockey. She used it to knock out, I think, Page One or something. She used like the advanced conquerors, and a very key moment, she'd hockey up. She even hockeyed up to block Luffy back and Whole Cake and blew him away. And this fight, she just not using it. It was just that was my biggest problem with it. People might rationalize and say this fight's about devil fruits, and the fight on the roof was about hockey. And I'm like, I don't know about that, dog. But if you believe that, more power to you. But they disappointed the fuck out of me. So that's why I was asking y'all what y'all watching. What's good? What's lit? Because now that I've gone through my Scissor 7 season 4, which was oh my god, Scissor 7 season 4 was so fucking good. But each season gets increasingly more serious in tone. And I can't lie to you, somewhat miss the lighthearted nature of the first 2.5 seasons. I really miss it. I thought 3 had a decent balance, but it happens. Like things get more serious. I understand. I'm not mad at it. It's a natural progression. But man, I was sad the whole season 4 of Scissor 7. But shout out to China. They still making raw animation. So you don't watch anime anymore? I'm with you. I don't really be watching nothing either. I used to at least watch anime films. I don't even do that no more. But I was able to get through 2, so we're making some progress. I found myself listening to a lot of music lately. I was on Twitter, I think it was, I want to say Thursday or something, and I saw Tyler the Creator. I'm like, this nigga's alive? I forgot he existed. I completely forgot this nigga's existed. Like, think Cherry Bomb. was the last thing Tyler put out that I heard. And I used to listen to Odd Future a decent amount back in the day. It's like high school. I used to bump on like Hobson, Funk Volume, Tyler, Odd Future. I always like Flatbush Zombies. I think that was listening to them by then. I had Charles Hamilton and like the blog era of rap. Like the blog era, like XV, like Vizzy and those guys, Charles Hamilton, like that era. And I found myself going back through the discography like backwards because I'm like, I haven't listened to anything this for like 7, 8 years, which was crazy. And I actually found a lot of songs that I liked, so that was fun. I did a little music therapy. I'll listen to I'm not a super music guy like that. I listen to music. I have songs and things that I like. The only thing I don't like is screamo, but that was it was nice going back in that shit. I probably watch anime up the stage where I like slice of life series mostly. I feel that. You said what? Yeah, bro. I've been going back in time. Lawyer Squad was a shit. I used to watch Lawyer Squad a little bit. I know he's been on. I know he was on regular show. He was that one guy in regular show, but I didn't. Well, like his humor didn't always resonate with me. It seemed kind of like I don't know, jackass type humor. That was never really my thing. But I always liked his music. I thought he was talented. He used to say some fuck ass shit like Eminem. But I'm like weird. So like if you say some weird shit, I usually don't care. Just like some of it was like a little too far, but Tyler has evolved a lot though. Like from the first time I heard him, I'm like, was it Bastard? Was it Wolf Haley? Like those days to what he's doing now. I think he's bi now or whatever, or he came out as bi. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't really care. But he's stayed growing as a musician. He's actually still very very good. The last song I heard was Sorry Not Sorry, and I think Wharf Talk and like Dogtooth. Those were decent. I was playing Dominoes at my friend's house and we are listening to music in the background. I'm like, he's still good. Um, I ended up listening to a lot of Hobson again. I'm like, I haven't heard Hobson. It's crazy because I think Hobson has 9 ill mind of Hobsons. The last one I heard was 6. No, 7. It was 7. It was 7. The one where he's walking in nowhere. I never heard 6. I somehow skipped 6 and 7. He has like 9 now. And I'm like, damn, bro, I'm old. I'm looking there. I'm like reminiscing. I'm like, bro, I'm like, y'all remember this shit? Like, y'all remember this shit, bro? I remember this shit is so fucking long, dog. You know, I was on a Bakemonogatari guitar novels on the Hanekawa arc. My friend, one of my friends are watching them right now. He's on Hana Monogatari. I always tried to get into mono. I heard it was weird as f. I don't know what that means to you though. Like weird to me could be like not weird to you. Monogatari is an acquired taste. It's not for everybody, but I will always stand by the fact that Nishio Ishii is a genius writer. So if you like good writing and good storytelling, he's the one. Madaka box, all that. That's his writing, bro. The man's very, very talented at what he does. He has a very deep understanding of the Japanese language, lexicon, puns, and things of that nature. He's really good at it. Out of that is your favorite right now. Koyomi's comes across to me a lot better in the light novels. While I still like him in the anime, I think the light novels do a lot better of you understanding where he's coming from, his perspective, and his academic talents. I'll leave it at that. You're not too far, so I won't go into detail. But his academic talents, where I find the show does something interesting with, but where they use his weird hair thing and they use the camera as his gaze and perspective to convey a lot of the things that you get in the light novel. It's that in the light novel it's explained to you in more detail about why. If you're not someone who's gonna catch something that subtle, you'll misunderstand why the camera's gaze is the camera is where it's pointing where it is. So but shout out to Koyomi, bro. That's my guy. I like him a lot. He's my dude. I've been loving that series for more than a decade. Atari Gang. What else listen to? I went back to Funk Volume, so I listened to like Dizzy Wright. Dizzy Wright to me hasn't evolved, but I always liked his music. They were like feel good, weed vibes. He's like a stoner music rap nigga, but he has some new songs that I like, and he has dreads now. It's interesting. Jaron Benton, I think he's gotten a little bit more clever. He's nice. I don't think I listened to anything else really except Charles Hamilton. I listened to a little bit of old Charles Hamilton, and I was like, that's crazy. I thought listening to Charles Hamilton. He was rapping somebody, and some bitch punched him in the face, and like that's when they learned he was bipolar, and he like fell from grace and he made a small resurgence. I remember this. Remember that show Empire? I think it was called Empire. It's with Jussie Smollett. Smollett. The gay nigga who lied about getting jumped by two Africans for hate speech or hate crime or whatever. He made that entire hoax up. That nigga, that show. He came back with a song with like Rita Ora or something, and then I don't know what happened after that. That was like 2015 though, so that's still like almost a decade ago. Have I ever peeped a certain magical index series? Yeah, I'm a big Toaru fan. If you my they're on my shelf too. The reason why I didn't wanna, the reason why I always cook Black Clover fans because they think Asta is anti magic is something that's new, and I'm like, Tomo's been around for decades, my boy. And the Electric Princess from Railgun is one of my favorite all time anime characters. So if you didn't know that then, you know that today. So shout out to Misako Mikoto. Flick that fucking token, the coin, the penny. She's tough, bro. I remember when she fought Meltdowner. I think it was the Meltdowner. I can't, she also a level 7 if I remember correctly. It was level 4 though. It's been a while since I really read this stuff. But there was a time where Accelerator was like currently like one of my favorite characters. When he lost to Toma and then he started doing the stuff with, was it Lost Last Order? Am I thinking of Misako Worst or Last Order? Jesus Christ, it's been so fucking long. But the way that he was growing and up into his rematch with Tomo again, I'm like, this character's come such a long way from being just like I'm the number one, level 7, level 5, whatever Esper in the city. So, but the problem with Kazuma, he has the problem where he won't fucking stop. Like, I don't want to keep reading this shit. Like, I want the story to have a goddamn endpoint, and then he just keeps fucking writing, and I'm tired. I can't keep up. I'm old as hell. Thank you for the subscription. The novels are far better. The third season pissed me off. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I even liked the first 2 seasons of Railgun and Index, despite the mistakes and some of the switches they made. But the third season, I couldn't even finish it. It was super unserious for a certain magical index. I remember the guy saying the way Dave Chappelle was saying. Beady Beady. Here you go. That's what Beady. That's what Tomo used to call her. Yes. Meltdown there, level 5, not 4. Okay, my bad. What's up, Crusty Cat Pizza? Pizza. What's up? Yeah. I should. Was it? There's Dark Matter, Accelerator, the Electric Princess, Meltdowner. There's the guy who's a seventh one. He's just like a physical specimen. I remember when he just punches the fucking energy out the air. Who am I forgetting? I used to know them. I used to be so into index. I used to even collect them. I stopped at one point. I'm like, Cosmo, how much money do you think I have? I cannot buy 100 million volumes of index double S. I can't keep up, bro. New Testament, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I can't keep up. Then they added that other nigga who with no powers too. Like, there's another main character, bro. Like, too much, bro. Too much. I got there with Nisio Ishin too, all things considered, with Monogatari. I'm like, son, are you gonna stop? Write something else, something different. You don't have to keep going. We don't have to keep doing this, bro. I like when things have an end point, an end game, and it stops. I do not like never ending, ongoing, forever stories. I don't like that shit. So yeah, Index Index is one. Genesis Testament in Volume 5. Shoku Misaki is the remote controller. There you go. That's what it was. The girl with the stars in her eyes, the other busty bitch. Yes, that's what I was forgetting. Yes, yes. Oh, see. And the thing about this, if I want to this is like the problem that I keep having. This is nobody's fault in general. But when I was into webtoons heavily, when I was into Way of Kings heavily, like Brandon Sanderson, your Mistborns and whatnot, nobody was listening to me. Nobody gave a fuck that I like this shit. Nobody was paying any mind. Then you niggas want to come 8 years later after I done read it and moved on. Oh, no, you just read that? And I'm like, yeah, but I read this. I read Red Rising in like 2016, bro. Like, I don't remember shit from Red Rising. Oh, reread it. I'm not rereading that. No, I'm busy. Y'all should have been around when I was ready. Now it's too late. Don't ask me for nothing. Allomancy's still the GOAT, though. Still the greatest hard magic system ever. Allomancy is so fucking brilliant. So yeah, that's a problem that I have. People get the shit that I like so long after the fact. I'm like, I don't fucking care anymore. I done moved on. And I'm not trying to hold on to all that information. If I don't remember, I don't remember. Leave me alone. What's the other book series everyone's into? They're trying to get me to read. I can't remember what it is. There's one more I'm forgetting, but it's mostly Brandon Sanderson stuff that they're like, oh, unga bunga. Manaya, you should have gate kept. Now all these series are on Twitter, and my head hurts. I I wasn't powerful enough to gatekeep because it was like me and my friend Kyle. We're like the only people who read it, and Alan. So no one knew what we were talking about. This is why I laugh when niggas call me a hater or like whatever. I could spend like an entire day talking about like Die Gelder, Habibi from Craig Thompson, and then something like 100,000 bad jokes. Nobody knows what I'm talking about, so nobody gives a fuck. Nobody pays attention. Then I go, I can't believe that fucking bum kid got packed up. Everyone's in my mentions. You're a hater. Why you hate kid? I'm like, bro, you didn't see me spend the whole day praising something. You just didn't know what it was, so you didn't care. And as soon as I talked about something that you knew, you want to hop in my mentions. This is why I'm tired. I just be tired all the time on Twitter. I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to answer anything. I just close the fucking app. I'll be tired, bro. I'm trying. Y'all just don't care. Just say you don't care. That's all. My favorite novel is Lord of Mysteries. I think I said Lord of the Rings. I think that's Vince's favorite. He's a Lord of the Rings guy. But like I said, I love so much shit. It's just that so much stuff that I like is not stuff that's necessarily mainstream. I'm trying to think when I became. I was always a bit of a contrarian and a little, and I always marched a bit of my own drum. But I've never needed like mainstream like magazines and stuff to dictate what I do and don't like. I've always been willing to take the time on my own to go find and seek out content that I want to engage with, whether it's from some random dude in his mom's basement in Jamaica writing like the Grand Piton, Piston. I can't remember what it's called. That Jamaican mech, or like falling in love with black pills and bobby pills and watching Vermin and people do Crisis Young. Um, what the fuck am I forgetting? I'm forgetting a big one. The Last Man. That was so good. That I ended up reading the Last Man comics. Romantically Apocalyptic, RRBA, made by a guy from South America. I take the time out my own day to just find something dope. And I went like, nah, you have to read Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is saving manga. Oh my god, Chainsaw Man is the future. Leave me alone, man. I don't want to read that mid. It's not moving me. Go find something that no one knows about and recommend it to me. Then I'll listen. Y'all be lying. You be tricking me. Kids stand are crazy. How can you willingly support that? I don't know, but I'm not mad if they're disappointed. I think they have the right to be disappointed. That's all I'm gonna say. People need to branch out. People don't branch out because people are afraid of not being a part of the crowd. The older I get, the more I realize how badly people need social acceptance and to not be socially ostracized for having a contrarian opinion. There are some people who are naturally seeking to be just counterculture by just being contrarian for contrarian's sake. That's fugazi to me. It's not real, so it's not authentic. I don't really care, but people really like to fit in. The thing that you'll find with me is I don't care about fading in, so I just tell you how it is. There's tons of shit that people like that I like One Piece. One Piece is very popular. I like One Piece. I fall into the camp of One Piece fans, so to speak. But then I can turn around and be like, I'm pretty indifferent on Bleach, and I don't like Naruto. I just tell you how it is. I don't. I'm not. There's nobody on this app, on Twitch, in the world that I'm trying to impress with my manga and anime tastes. I can watch the 5 worst anime ever, and you can be like, well, I like Berserk and Mushishi and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I don't care. You're not cool. You're not raw. I don't go, oh, you have such refined taste. What shall I do? Like, that doesn't move me. You and I are the same person. You like what you like what I like. Now, the only difference that I'll say is don't lie to me. Don't look me in the eye and tell me, oh yeah, this is objectively the best thing ever. Then I'll tell you about yourself. Like, no, it's not. That's my only thing. No mother save this medium is not dying. Thank you. Thank you. That's not dying, but people are like, oh, it's gonna save Shonen Jump. And I'm like, out to people, why do you think that I care about Shonen Jump living or dying? If Shonen Jump went bankrupt tomorrow and Shonen Jump never existed ever again, I would sleep like a baby. The same way I slept yesterday is the same way I sleep today. There wouldn't be a single difference. I don't care. Do I get paid if Shonen Jump does well? If Shonen Jump does well, do I get fucking extra money or benefits? No, I don't. And and don't think for a second that I believe someone like if let's say Shonen Jump jumped down that Oda couldn't just self publish his own shit or find somewhere else to publish it. Any magazine would be dying for One Piece, something like that. So like just cut it out. It's not I'm not the one to lie to. It doesn't work against me. Anime Twitter is a prime example of that. People need to branch out. No magazine using facts. I like what I like. Yep. Jump will forever stay alive. I agree. Jojo Lands carrying the medium. You know Jojo Lando is here to save the world. To cause world peace and Hawaii. Real Hawaii. Real. Yeah, I don't foresee Shonen Jump ever really dying right now, especially with the connection to Shueisha and mostly I think mostly Toei as far as anime companies go, but that stuff's too big. They have shit like Dragon Ball and Naruto and what I think and stuff like so like they can't really lose. I don't think. I actually don't remember if Naruto's like Viz Media. I don't know. I could be misremembering, but if you have One Piece and you have Dragon Ball, you'll probably be okay for a long time. Trust me. Those things are like never ending. People just love it forever. To the point people really sit down and try to convince me to read like Boruto. I'm like, I don't even like Dragon Ball Super like that. What the hell? Why the hell you think that I'm gonna read like Boruto? You can't sell me that. There's nothing that could possibly happen that'll make me want to watch it or read it. I have washed my hands of Kishimoto. I have moved on. I'm very good at that. It might take me a while initially, but once I make the transition, I make the transition. It's like how people complain about like Ninja Turtles today or like Velma or Scooby Doo or something. I'm like, my Ninja Turtles was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles Canada. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my era. That series ran and it finished. Then the next generation, they had their Ninja Turtles. And I'm okay with that. I don't need their Ninja Turtles to be like my Ninja Turtles. I say, you guys like what you like, go on, more power to you. My Scooby Doo was just regular, whatever Scooby Doo. Zoinks! Swoosh white right in. Like that's the Scooby Doo that I watched. Scooby Doo changed, it became whatever it was. Hey, yo, more power to the next generation of Scooby Doo fans or whatever. You guys watch that. Got nothing to do with me anymore. I don't feel need to complain, bitch, whine, or anything. Because ultimately, if I want to, I could just watch. I could just watch what exists. It took me a while to know Marvel and DC, but Marvel and DC aren't for me anymore. They're not for comic book fans anymore. They're just for loud, annoying, whiny, I don't know, progressives or something. Like I don't engage. If Shonen Jump does shit like Marvel and DC and continuously puts out garbage and they will die, I don't know. I actually don't know how much money they have in totality. DC Marvel is pretty big because of some of the other companies they've absorbed. So there's that. Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man, JJK, My Hero. We have more series like manga is good. Chainsaw Demon Slayer is done in the manga, right? But anime should be coming back soon. A lot of people like Chainsaw Man and JJK. I haven't seen any complaints about My Hero, so I'm assuming My Hero's going strong. Strong. I haven't really read it since the Bakugo Heart thing. I'll get back to it at some point. I did catch up to JJK when Sukuna took Megami's body, and then I fell off again. So yeah, Mystery Incorporated was peak. I don't remember which one is which. I'll have to look at them all. But I know Pat always gets mad because I didn't watch something called a pup named Scooby Doo. But I wasn't a Scooby Doo guy. I was an Archie guy. Archie was my shit. I liked Archie. Archie's weird mysteries and Martin's whatever mysteries. That was more my thing than Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo was something. There's a lot of shows that I'm very familiar with. I think I say this all the time, but I use it as an interim show or as a like a stopgap to get to the next show I want to watch. So let's say I'm 9 years old and it's 8 p.m. and I want to watch a Dragon Ball. Or so it's 8 p.m. and I'm watching I don't know Inuyasha. At 9 o'clock, Dragon Ball comes on. At 8:30, I'll watch Scooby Doo just to get to Dragon Ball at 9 o'clock. There's a lot of shows I used to watch as like an in between show just because I'm waiting for my next program. Scooby Doo was one of those television shows. I didn't really care for like that. I don't dislike Scooby Doo, but I never was like, oh my god, yes, Scooby! Like no, I didn't do that. Like I'll do that for Dragon Ball. I can't miss Dragon Ball. Wherever I'm at, I must watch Dragon Ball. Like Scooby Doo was not on that level. So yeah. I'll be very honest with you. I've never used Crunchyroll. I've never had Crunchyroll account. I've never used a Crunchyroll account. I've had people come and sign in on their Crunchyroll account and play it, but I'm gonna be very honest with you, my boy. I'm gonna show you something right here. I'm gonna show. I'm feeling bold today. That is not what I wanted. How do I show my shit? Like my shit, my shit. I think I have to do display. I have to psych you guys out with exception. But anyways, I'll just gonna show you my computer files. I have it on my computer, baby. Anything that I need is right here, bro. I think it's this one. There you go. Don't get tripped out. You see this? You see this? I, I just gotta go where I just go where I need. I got woohoo, boy. Let me tell you, I got them files, boy. I got them files, baby. Like I'm good, bro. I do not. I am not a subscription nigga. I'm not paying $100,000 a month for shitty ass subscriptions with shitty ass interface, and I need to be collected online. I'm not paying for that. I'm not doing it. Y'all see my room. I got books. I got games. I got posters. I got everything. If I like it, I will support it. You will get the money from me, but I'm not. I do not do. I don't have Netflix. I don't have Hulu. I don't have Amazon Prime. But I don't have any of that shit. You're not. I don't want that. I don't. I have to watch. I have to get Netflix to watch this show, but this show's only on Hulu and this one. I'm not doing that. I'm going to the high seas. I'm putting my straw hat and eye patch on, and I'm good. I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about it. Come stop me. Beat my ass if you can. There you go. See, I see it. I see it. High seas. Yes, sir. Pirate flag. We're on the Grand Line. Stag. What cartoons I got? What cartoons you need? Because this is my this is like my like work laptop, so I have like very few things on there. Oh, only thing in here is the new DC stuff like Green Lantern, Man of Tomorrow, Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons and shit like that. Intergalactic is here, the Kid Cudi movie. Like I got this random stuff in here. But my external hard drive, especially my 3 terabyte one, and my what the fuck did Simi call it? What's it called again? My motherboard or whatever from my other laptop also has a bunch of other shit on it too. Whatever you call it, I don't know. This thingy. Hold on. Is it? Do I have it handy? I guess not. But I took out the whatever from my other laptop and I put it. So I have it like this SATA to USB or something like that. I can't remember. You guys know I don't know technology. I'm old. I was outside carrying jars on my head uphill both ways in my time. We didn't have vehicles. We had horses. Couldn't afford a horse. Prime is what people have because of delivery perks. The rest are irrelevant. That's what I'm gonna say. I have Amazon Prime because Jeff Bezos steals my money because I'm a lazy fuck now. But yeah, good looks. I need me a big hard drive. Get you like a. You can honestly get an external hard drive that's like 3 terabytes. If I can get it in Canada for like $40, it shouldn't cost you too much where you're at if you're in like Europe or America. But I am worried about the U.S. dollar right now, so I don't know what's gonna happen to the world. I'm about to start paying shit in won. China will take over, dog. So shout out to USB for the internal drive. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if it was a motherboard, whatever it was, but it was like my hard drive. I actually think it was just my hard drive that I took out. I think that's what it was, literally. But y'all know me. I don't be knowing shit. All Simi does is yell at me. All you have to do is put the GPX processor unit Intel 4 core i8 into the. I'm like, bro, what? He says that shit like it's regular English. Bitch, that's not English. I don't know what the fuck are you talking about. You be on my head with that shit, boy. Simi knows his thing. That one thing that man knows is his computers. But don't worry, I'm leveling up. I'm actually gonna take the other laptop that I have, and I'm gonna put I might try Streamlabs OBS. I'm gonna put OBS on it, and what I will do is set up a way for me to stream when I'm playing on my laptop because I've been playing some PC games recently. Actually, I've been playing a little bit of Wavetail and shit, and Shredders and Tinykins on my CPU. I'm also getting a new I'm getting a 4K TV. This is 1080. This is not a smart TV either. Though I don't want a smart TV. I'm gonna have to, so I'm getting a 4K TV too. Cause I'm trying to like upgrade everything. Y'all see how crispy I be on camera now. I'm trying to upgrade. I'm not trying to be bodega, no more Virgo type street, no more So yeah, and titties. Yes, he knows about the yitties. He's a titty warrior. I don't know. He's a titty knight. Sorry, I'm a booty warrior. But yeah, that reminded me of something. Oh my god. Okay. This is so random, but bear with me for a second. Y'all know who Angela White is? Angela White's a porn star, very well known porn star. I've known about her for years. Yo, why did my mom come to me one day talking about? Did you know that Angela White, this and that, and blah blah blah? And I'm like, did she just come talk to me about a porn star? What the fuck is happening? Black China's real name is Angela White. I, bro, I said, what just happened? I panicked. I said, did she find some shit? Like, what is going on? Like, I was just so funny to me because I was like, oh, because she's like taking out all of her cosmetic surgery and getting baptized. So that was completely, my mind was somewhere else, and I was just like, why is my mom asking me this? So yeah, you gonna see you seen the Steam gonna do emulators. I don't know if Steam. I know the Steam Deck can already do it. I have a Steam Deck already. It's just not in Canada yet. I have half a mind to go get it, but I'm gonna summon it to me. But yeah, that was scary. But yeah, apparently Black China's real name is Angela White. I didn't know that. So the more you know. She looks more normal now. She doesn't look like Jigsaw anymore. I took a gander after the fact, but I can't follow that shit. I don't care about that shit. I'm not a celebrity guy. People bring up celebrity and internet gossip to me. They just expect me to know what they're talking about. Like, bro, did you know that Adin Ross and something something? I did hear that Tate got freed. I don't know if that's true though. I saw it in passing. I heard the Tate brothers are out or they're on house arrest or some shit like that. But I saw it in passing. I actually forgot they were in jail still in Romania. I was like, I'm like, they're still in there. You let them out. She found God. Oh, apparently. I mean, if it's gonna make her make some more rational decisions, I'm all for it. I don't think you need to live your life like that. You guys look like I don't know. They're on house arrest. Oh, okay, well at least they're out of jail, I guess. Because my understanding is that they haven't been formally charged with anything. That's my only issue. I don't know if they did anything or not. Investigate, do what you have to do, but you should have formally indict them with something. But again, it's Romania. It's not over here, so they're different. It's different over here. I think sometimes people when they hear me talk about these things, I actually had a really good discussion about like current events in the world and just like what's going on. Like on Saturday with my boy Alan and my boy Infamous, and it's just refreshing when you can have a normal conversation with somebody who's not going to malfunction because they're so attached to the result or the outcome of some type of ideology or philosophy. So we're kind of just talking about it, shooting the shit, spinning around and stuff, and it just I can't remember the last time I had a political conversation where I didn't get annoyed because I'm like you don't know anything. You don't even pay attention. You're just talking out your ass. You just get your news from the corporate media, and all they do is lie to you. So that was nice, but free them up if they do anything wrong. But again, I don't know Romanian law, so maybe they should come back to the U.S. or Europe or something, so they can like I don't know get like proper due process or whatever it's called. I've also been low key like learning about more about the law. I'm trying to see, and it really what I think the thing that's the most interesting about the law is just where like certain laws stop and start and intersect with other provinces and territories, or for Americans would be states and stuff. And I'm like, this shit is confusing on purpose. It's intentional. I hate everybody. I'm gonna fight the whole world, bro. So yeah. What the fuck do I have on here? 3 months and you still ain't found anything I say that's suspicious. Yeah, like you don't. I like. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I think that American interest were not liking maybe the influence that they were having on young men over in the West. And like, yo, Romania, go ahead and throw away the key. I'm not. I do. This is not me saying this is. This is my deep opinion. This is my delusional conspiracy therapy. Conspiracy therapy. Conspiracy theory because I don't trust any government at all. My biggest problem with Westerners, Canadians, Americans, or whatnot is their hubris of thinking that somewhere like the Saudis or like or Qatar or something is they're so corrupt and this and that and Russia is this and I'm like, we're any better? Where the hell do we get the fucking hubris to be like, we're not corrupt? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's what I can't stand. If we just called everybody corrupt, it is what it is. But bro, U.S. and Canada will act like they don't do nothing shady ever in the history of their life, and look at a country like China and be like, oh, don't you? Oh, it's so wrong. Oh, human rights are being violated. All this shit is performative. You see that the guy that went to break a weightlifting record, I think was in Canada. And there was a woman. Yes, I did see that. I did see that. That's not that shit. I keep telling people who keep coming to me behind the scenes. I know I can't say it out loud because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my job or something. But I agree with what you're saying. Whatever. We don't fight back. They will dictate the terms, and we'll lose our way of life or a way of life that we used to like to some degree because this shit is trickling and permeating everywhere. Cause that's my biggest problem with the trans shit. My biggest problem with the trans shit is literally mutilating children and lying and leading them astray for profit and making them basically experiments. And I draw the line at males competing with women. I don't care. I don't care how anyone feels about it. No. Testosterone, estrogen. No, no. Make their own league, find something else to do, but stop putting biological males against women in sports. I don't like that shit. It doesn't move me. I'm pretty live and let live to a certain point, but I always have a point where I'll draw my foot in the sand. The problem with other people is they're so scared to have a breaking point. Where I'm like, I guess that's whatever, but this is where I stop. This is where I don't budge. That's all. If you don't say it, you are just letting the problems grow. Yeah, you're like it's like the problem. It's like the you're a nata. You're bystander. The problem with the bystander. If you watch the bully pick on everybody and you don't do anything, you're complicit in your own way. What loves to West loves to see the world with their own glasses and want to be the symbol of all that's just. And we're I can't make the argument we're more corrupt. I don't know that for a fact, but I would argue based on what I see in Canada and the U.S. specifically. I can't speak about like the U.K. too much. I'm still kind of treading my way into more UK politics and whatnot. We're just as corrupt. We're equally as corrupt with all the something that I've been learning about a lot in the last year is money laundering. That's not something that I really thought was a real thing. That was a movie thing from like Ozark. I didn't realize that was like a real thing. Like U.S., Canada, UK, all corrupt, bro. That's why I don't have a high and mighty attitude about this stuff. That's why, like, if I went to watch the World Cup in Qatar, I would have went there, and then I'm not coming in my rainbow T-shirt or I want to drink my 55 gallons of beer. Like, we don't do that here, bro. This is not where you come from. We don't do that here. It's not our way of life. And I don't like when people go to another country or place and they don't adapt they don't assimilate. They accept the place to assimilate to them. Thank you for the follow. Where I'm like, bro, you go to someone's house or someone's country or someone's place. It is not about them adapting to you. You should adapt to them. But that's my opinion, though. You think the TikTok ban is good? Because I would say the app is trash and awful for us, but the ban reason is spying. Like the government doesn't spy. That's kind of funny. Um, I didn't know that was the reason they were going with. I think it's tricky because I think one thing that we're not being honest about. I'll answer your question in a second. If Disney ruins Moana, I will defeat the once and for all. Did you see the funny TikTok about ruining franchise? I didn't see it. No, what is that? You might not be able to link it. because my shit is weird. Only I can link stuff, but I'll look for it. I don't have TikTok though, but I think we have to be careful about how we get rid of TikTok. The reason I say that is because if you create a precedent of kind of banning an app outright, that's not like super demonstratively, explicitly evil. Like this is an app where we just show decapitations or something, right? It can have a trickle down effect for certain people who want to get rid of apps they don't like, and they'll try to use similar rhetoric to get rid of it. So I think it would be really funny. Where can you post it? It's pretty funny. Are you my Discord or my Twitter? You can DM me. The problem is the link doesn't. It's Reddit contagious laughter. Okay, I'll take a gander. But yeah, I think banning it is probably right. But I know some people. I don't know how much money some people make off of TikTok. So I don't know if we're ruining any people's like livelihoods by doing this and things of that nature. But yeah, it's interesting to think about though. But I think every social media app is dangerous in its own right. That's Twitter, that's Instagram. I just think TikTok is the worst version of it. If Facebook is alcohol, Twitter is weed, I don't know, Instagram is something else. I think like TikTok is like fucking heroin. Is essentially what I'm saying. Okay, how far down in contagious laughter is it? If you know, I think some people make a shit ton of sponsors. I can kind of see that. That's what I'm kind of worried about a little bit. Um, because I am right to say that ban is supported by Google and Facebook because they can make their real shorts and made in the main ruler. I put in okay, go time on Discord. Thank you. Yeah, I do think that in a lot of ways Google and Thing just don't want to compete. I do think that's a good point. I think I saw that point being made on Patrick Beck Davis podcast. I actually agree with that. It has to be for the right reasons and because we want to do the right things. That's that's what it is. Sorry, it's just loading. No, it's been removed. I think it's been removed, bro. It's unless it's no, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll pull it up. Is it this one?
I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure.
Oh no, that's not it. They might have removed it. I don't think this is it. Or whatever you sent, it wasn't that. Yeah. Gotama. Was that the video? Oh, that's the video. Oh, my bad. That was the video. Okay, I'll click it again. Return. Come back. There it is. It says it's weird. It says it's removed. Yeah, it threw me off. That's my bad. Okay, where is it? Come back. Come back. Oh my god. But yeah, I think we have to be careful about the way we ban it and what reasoning we use. But I do think it's the right choice to make, though. I don't think we need TikTok. Again, this is coming from someone who doesn't use it at all, so it's easy for me to say, I guess.
I swear y'all always got something to be mad at. I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure. It's acting. Queen Charlotte, you got Queen Charlotte coming out from Shonda. Then the internet be internet. Muhammad Ali. Snow White. Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh nah, take that
Y'all
away.
are so immature. Polar bear. Leave the animals out of this, please. Martin Luther King. What? The man who stood against
Hold
the
on,
nation.
Ryan
Get out of
Gosling?
here.
I'll watch that.
Obama.
I'll watch that. Hold on.
Simone. Can he be snooped? Please. Rosa Parks. I ain't finna move. Netflix presents Black Panther.
No, the Black Panther was Nah, the Black Panther one I like is the one with I think it's Ryan Gosling holding the White Panther outfit. That was funny. Nah, she's cutting up. She's having a good time. You see, to me, that's like the reaction I like to have to ridiculousness. Like just laugh about it and move on with your day. You don't have to like that. Somebody watched that and got triggered. For a fact, I can tell you. They're like, "Don't you know that this is harmful to the black?" Shut up! Oh my god, I'm so tired of everybody going to the internet want to be mad all the time, bro. Just laugh sometime. Jesus Christ, have some fucking fun, nigga. Damn. No, Obama's gonna watch though. Ryan Gosling, my fellow Americans, I believe. Yeah, I'll peep that. I'll peep that in theater. Honestly, if some like counterculture warrior made a movie like this just to piss off people, I wouldn't be upset. I might go peep. Make the Black Panther movie, cast a white dude. I'm in there. But yeah, oh, I like Moana though. That's like the one thing Disney made in the last 9 years that I like. So I'm like, they have The Rock. I think reprising his roles as Maui. And I don't remember the girl's name. It's AUIL or LI apostrophe I? I know she's the girl. She's gonna be playing one again too. So yeah. So we'll see. Eminem as Obama. If Eminem as Obama, I don't have to talk. He has to just speak in rhymes. Those videos people make of Eminem rhyming. What the fuck was it? Oh, is it him again? Oh, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get some M&Ms. Uh, it's Tim and Kim and him. I'm like, bro. Eminem used to low key rap like that, but they be dissing him. Eminem can rap, man, but that should be funny sometimes. But live action just not gonna be good. Yeah, I don't believe it. But look, get one song right, and maybe I'll be okay. But I haven't actually really watched any of these. Not Mulan, not Lion King, not Jungle Book, not Tarzan. I just didn't care. I'm like, I'll just watch the Disney live action. I mean, the cartoon if I really want to. So, I seen Tinkerbell and I said, y'all not serious. This is not getting peeped. Little Mermaid doesn't look good to me. My homegirl's very excited for it though. But apparently that girl can sing. Haley, Chloe Bailey. Apparently she can really sing though. So maybe I think that's why people are hyped. I wanna, I want to Iowa. They be telling me how old I am. I told them, hey, Oklahoma, you just save your time and money. Yeah, yeah, I know. Oh, it's funny though. Even though I live in a South Park episode and my life is unserious, life be funny sometimes. Speaking of South Park, I gotta watch. I think I seen Tate was in the last episode. I gotta watch that episode of South Park. I'm a little behind. The last thing I saw was the Meghan and Harry privacy tour. Respect our privacy. And I was like, these two are so annoying. I get secondhand embarrassment because something about a lot of Caribbean women, like older Caribbean women, they're obsessed with the royal family. I don't know what it is. My friend's mom, my mom, all of them. Meghan and Harry obsessed. I'm like, why do you guys care about these niggas so much? I'm embarrassed to be a part of this. One time I'm so sure I heard her listening to that nigga's like audiobook Spared or whatever, and I'm like, I will EMP the house so no electronics work. And we live in darkness. We go to the prehistoric age. Like, what are we doing? You're not playing this in the house, bro. There's no fucking way. So, oh man, South Park is still the most unbiased media out there. In a funniest way. You're not wrong. That's like covering your eyes when you watch There's Something About Mary. Secondhand embarrassment from Ben Stiller. The whole movie. Ben Stiller. That's something I haven't heard in a long time. I saw Dodgeball for the first time in a long time. That's still one of my favorite movies. I've always loved that movie. Completely, like side note, I like Dodgeball. It's a funny ass movie. My colonization man, I live in the Caribbean. It's the same. Oh man, yeah. My mom is Trini. My dad is the one that's Jamaican, but yeah, I don't know what it is, bro. They be loving it. But like most of my friends are of Jamaican descent, just like me. Their mom just you hear what Ari said? I'm like, oh no, I didn't. I don't know. I don't care. She's like, So yeah, you could tell he's true because he spelled Caribbean correctly. Oh, some people spell it weird. It's like the first time someone's like, Naya, do you know how to make roti? And they put Rodie. I said you meant roti? Don't talk to me ever again in your life. Oh my god. What is a roti? Roti? You like roti? I'm like, I don't know what roti is. Carabene. Carabene. Oh shoot, who won today? It just reminded me of I can't believe Napoli. I know Oshman didn't play, but I can't believe Napoli got slapped like that. Did Tottenham win? I need them to win today. Premier League. They fucking tied. Oh, come on, bro. I needed the W. I'm like 0 for 5 right now. This is crazy. Manchester United lost. Napoli lost. And PSG. Ugh. I'm in the mud. I don't know why I watch sports. So, yeah. Anyways. I'm going to edit. Y'all be safe. Leo doing wonders today. Yo, hold on, real quick. Yeah, I was trying to watch both games, so I was kind of a bit back and forth, but I was also out and about a little bit, so I was kind of there and there. And I remember at one point I looked back, I'm like, why is it 2-0? And I looked at the highlights, I rewatched everything. I was looking at some of the commentary, and I'm like, God damn it. No, Spurs are shit. I'm not a Tottenham fan. Do not worry. That specific game, I just needed to win for a personal bet that I had. That's all it was. I don't really have a team right now. Well, I have an international. I always have an international team. It's always France, but I don't have a club right now. One thing I've always said about football with me is I tend to follow my favorite players where they go. The two teams that I could say that I've supported the longest were Manchester United and Real Madrid. I don't consider myself a Madrista because I was just there because Ronaldo was there. Though I did like the team, like I like Benzema and I did like Ozil when he was there. I never agree with the James Rodriguez. I know in the World Cup he showed out. Never agreed with that, but he showed out. But friggin' my man from Croatia. What the fuck is wrong with my brain? Luka Modric. Even though I don't think he deserved the Ballon d'Or in 2018, I think Ronaldo did or somebody else. But Arsenal and Manchester United will I'll also throw in there because Arsenal because of Thierry Henry, he was the first football player I ever really 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 liked. So there was that. So I used to follow them pretty religiously. Man U when thing was there, and a lot of players that I like have gone to and played at Man U. And believe it or not, I don't dislike. Yeah, Luka Modric. What did I say? I said it wrong. What did I say? Um, but I don't dislike Rooney. So when Rooney was at thing by himself, I was cool with it. And I don't dislike Rashford. I like Casemiro, a couple of players that I like, but it is a little bit weird to me with Fergie not being at the helm though. Like Fergie time was my time. Ah man. I saw some list the other day about the top scorers in Manchester United and I didn't see Ronaldo there, but it was weird. So I'm pretty sure I remember him scoring 100 goals for that club, but I digress. But yeah. What else? What else? Was another game I was invested in? PSG stunk it up, but I can't. I don't. I really don't like this team. I just like Kylian Mbappe. That's the only reason I watched him play. I don't like the squad. I like him. I don't have a problem with Ramos. Ramos for being from Madrid, so it's whatever to me. Though he is. I always say I always come clean. That Spanish international team tormented me for 3 tournaments: Euros, World Cup Euros from 2008 to 20 to about 2012. They tormented the fuck out of me with their run. Did I get that right? Anyways, you know what I mean. You know what I mean when I didn't lose. With Iniesta, everybody, I'm like, bro, this team is not fair. I hate it. I just want to die. So yeah, Van Persie, Nasir Fabregas made me love Arsenal. I feel that. Vieira, I liked. Anyways, yeah, Van Persie. Mbappe's to Madrid. I don't know where he needs to go necessarily, but he needs to get out of Liga. He needs to get out of PSG. The reason that I think the reason that he is still he gets the amount of respect that he gets is because he plays and performs well on the international stage when he's playing for France. That's part of the reason why I think his cachet is still so high. Him becoming the new captain, scoring the goal, showing out, actually dropping the assist to Griezmann off rip, which I think was a really good show to kind of show like they bridged the gap. They talked about device. Personally speaking, if I was Didier Deschamps, I would have given it to Griezmann, and I would have made Kiki the vice captain. I still understand why, but I would have given it to Griezmann, personally speaking. But what can you do? If I was Griezmann, I probably would have felt slighted a little bit too. Personally, I don't care about shit like being the captain, but I would have thought that was a little bit disrespectful. But there's coaches who cave to the hype and pressure of whatnot of their star players and their best players, and some who are not afraid to challenge them. I think they both come with pros and cons. I what's Portugal's new coach right now? I don't remember. I don't remember his name. Hold on. Not the old one. The new coach right now. I don't remember his name. Is it Martinez? Yeah, Roberto Martinez. I think it's Martinez. Roberto Martinez. Head coach selected in his first squad for Friday. I think he's gonna baby Ronaldo. You guys know I'm a Ronaldo guy, but I think he's gonna baby him. So as right now, Ronaldo looks good. He's in good form and all that. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem is they haven't faced any real competition yet. And Ronaldo's up there in years, and I don't know that. I don't know if his current play style, he's a prolific enough goal scorer to not do the things you need in a modern game like tracking back and whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? So, oh, that's tough, man. That's tough. True, Ronaldo and Messi didn't get the armband until later in their career. That's true. I don't remember how old Messi was. I don't remember or Ronaldo was, but it was a while. What's the name of the other coach? Is it Fernando Santos? Yes. I thought he struck a decent balance, and he wasn't afraid to put Ronaldo on the bench during the World Cup. Granted, Ronaldo was doing some pouting. He lost his child, and then Manchester United happened. That was all very ugly. But yeah, I thought that he had a decent balance. Like, all right, Ramos is out here, Goncalo Ramos. Like, you gotta let them cook. I get it though. He's a legend, and he's done a lot for the club, for the country, getting them their. I don't know if it's their first, but at least in a long time their first international trophy with the Euros 2016, and then I think they got the Nations League in 2020 or 2021. I don't remember what year it was, but maybe it's 2019. But they got the Nations League and stuff. Most capped, most goals, all of that, and he's carried them, and he's. I'll never forget that tournament where he had a hat against Spain. Like, he's done a lot for that. He's done a lot for that. But at some point, in my opinion, you have to stop looking at the past and you have to look towards the future. And I think that Argentina and Portugal need to do that. Messi and Ronaldo are on their final last legs and last dance. Maybe as a super sub or something in a couple of years. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't see it. I think it's time to move on for them. But I get it. If they're still playing at a high level, you want to keep them and you think they're better. There's not like, 20 players better than them to take their spot for sure. But I would actually probably have Ronaldo coming off the bench during the Euros if we have to face real competition. I'll maybe try him out first game, see what happens, but maybe it's better for him to come in with fresher legs at the 50th, 60th minute against a tired defense. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me though. I think Portugal needs to bench Ronaldo and make a new core for the team. I think their striker should be Ramos. What do you think about that? Have you been watching him play? I've been watching him play a little bit. Cause honestly, I've said this for years. I'm not a League hater. I don't really call it any top flight league a farmers league in that sense, but I've always found the Primera Liga to be far more entertaining, generally speaking, than Liga. There's a couple of players and teams that I like in Liga, but I like the Portuguese top flight a lot. Yeah, so yeah, he's playing well there. Like it's been interesting watching him watch. I don't know why he pulled his dick out on the camera in Qatar or wherever he was at. That's weird. I'm scared to search his name up. I can't search him because this one to give me that fuck ass clip of his meat out. But anyways, yeah. No, they do. They have talent there too. They have a lot of talent, but I get it. It's Ronaldo, but One thing that I personally noticed in the World Cup is how much more free they play when he wasn't there. I feel like they have this incessant need to respect Ronaldo and try to overfeed him. But when he was on the bench, they just played. They just played their game and did their thing. You know. So that's my observation. I was getting a little bit back. He said, "What? I swear to God, the man. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was in a hotel, but he has a video of him playing with his meat." And I said, "Son, I remember this because I said, do not tweet or search for why Ramos is trending." And everyone's like, "I hate you." I warned you. You hate me? I told you not to look, bitch. Why did you look? I can't. I'm not allowed. If like one time I think he was trending, I'm like, I'm not clicking this. I went to Benefica's page. I said, I'll go to Benefica official page, and then I'll find the news I want to see. I'm not looking. I'm not looking ever again. He's and that shit is cooked, bro. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think the best five leagues are low key. I think Portuguese is the fifth best league. It's not France. France and Bondy and like the suburbs of Paris produce a ton of phenomenal players, individual players, but I can't say from top to bottom that their league and teams kind of stack up. But part of that's because the PSG has that fucking thing money, bro, that oil money. So I would not play for PSG or Bayern ever in my life. Those are two teams you're never gonna play for. Probably not Chelsea either, but that's about it. You said you never searched. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, don't look. Oh, this. I mean, yeah, don't look it up. Don't look it up. But yeah, it's just that's not it. But when is Champions back? Soon? Oh, I meant to ask you this, bro. Do you watch any Concacaf stuff like Gold Cup, Nations League, anything? Because I know Jamaica was playing. I think Jamaica. I don't remember who Jamaica lost to, but I don't know if you watched it at all. Since Canada's been on their uprise, I've developed a bigger interest in the Canadian national team. I like Jonathan Davis and Kyle Laren and obviously Davies and stuff, but I've only really followed the women's international team, but I found myself following the Canadian national team more. I don't know if you at all follow the Jamaican national team. Liga needs to stop PSG dominance. They will do better in Europe. hmm It was Mexico. That was what it was. It was Mexico. Yeah. I think Bayern is a similar evil that PSG is. That's just my opinion, though. I do. I really do. The amount of money, how they poach all the good players from their leagues, and how they just pretty much dominated for the last decade for the most part. At least PSG tends to fucking slip in like Lille or something, or like Monaco will win the domestic league at the very least. But they're both an evil. I think French and Germany need to get rid of. That's just my opinion, though. I know people feel differently, but yeah, that's so crazy to me. USA men team are good. They need a good coach though. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of Mexico. I'm not afraid of the USA right now. I'm not afraid of whoever we have to play. Maybe Panama or Colorado we have to play. I'm not afraid of them. But don't confuse that for hubris. That I think we're the best. We have to prove it by winning the Gold Cup and everything. We have to prove it. But I think on paper, Canada right now is the best team in that conference. I really believe that. But I do think Mexico and the USA will be a challenge. But I'm not afraid. Basically, what I'm saying, I'm confident that we can beat them. I found myself very invested in them. Even in the World Cup, I thought that we were in a decently hard group. What group were we in? It was Belgium, Croatia, who else was Canada, and who else was in our group? I don't remember. But Belgium did not come to play. I still think that we could have beat that team, but I think that being on the world stage so suddenly in that moment, I thought Canada was a little shell shocked. I think they need to get used to it. If I was Herdman, I would try to get them to play some real competition. Honestly, I would want to play France in the friendlies, international friendlies. I'd want to play Argentina international friendlies if I could, and give or take another really good team. I think they need that under their belt. That's what I would do. 'Cause I think we got a decent squad, man. I think we could make some noise, bro. True, I agree. I think in the World Cup, Canada failed to qualify due to nerves. For me, they played pretty well. Yeah, all things considered, I thought they showed some heart and stuff. Like to me, I wanted their takeaway to be, "You belong here. You weren't here on some freak accident, or just we're just so proud. Like you belong here. You can compete here. Come back and compete next time." And plus, we'll have some home court, even though it's Canada, UX, Mexico. We'll have some home support. So maybe being in your home crowd can give you a little bit extra confidence to play up. But conversely, it could add more weight on their shoulder. I think that they have to perform because they're playing in Canada. So we'll see, man. It's interesting. It's an interesting time because I like seeing that some of the old guard teams are not doing as well. Because didn't Spain lose to Scotland? Did I see that? Was it Spain that lost to Scotland? I was trying to follow everything from an international standpoint, but I got overwhelmed. Spain versus Scotland. Yeah, they lost 2-0. Yeah. I'm sorry. I won't lie to you. I got a personal kick out of watching Spain lose. That's they torment. I was tormented for too many years by fucking Iniesta and then boys, bro. No more. No more. It happened. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Germany and Spain fell off. Yeah, Germany was a monster for so many years. Spain had that golden generation. They had a incredible peak, but they haven't been able to find that stride or form since. Germany, I was never that high on personally, but I know West Germany specifically made it to many World Cup finals and whatnot. So yeah, we'll see. I am excited for the Euros next year, so we'll follow what happens. I still got France. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Before they bury me forever or cremate me, put me 6 feet in the dirt, I want to see the Netherlands win a World Cup. To me, they're the best footballing nation to never really win the World Cup. Me too. I like the Netherlands and Spain won that World Cup final core memory for us. England needs to win the Euros. England lost to Italy in the finals in the last Euros, right? If I remember correctly. So yeah. I and like I saw I think was it Rude Van Paul and somebody batting up Van Dyke. Yo, leave Van Dyke alone, bro. Van Dyke is nice. He's one of my favorite defenders. I really like that dude. Van Dyke is nice, man. Stop, get off that nigga dick, bro. Being mean to him for what? He's not a leader. He doesn't want it. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Let him cook. I noticed that ever since I really, really got back into football, I can't lie to you. My favorite tournament in general, from top to bottom, totality is still 2010, South Africa, South America, South Africa. But from the games, the quality of games being played, Qatar really moved me. Like from the group stages to the knockout stages, all of it. The teams that I didn't even care about the outcome, like these games are all great comebacks. Fucking South Korea, my boy Son, Mitoma, like it was such a treat. Like it was so. What did um what did Zlatan say? Something poing, D's a poing, D poing. He said 10 points. It was so fun. It was so good. It made me care about club football, which I haven't cared about since like 2019. Since Ronaldo went to Juventus, I kind of haven't cared about club football like that. I don't think he failed at Juventus. I think he did fine. I think they did get one Scudetto and stuff, and I do think that he kind of got some bad, whatever. But I don't know. Wasn't moving me like that. I think he should have stayed at Madrid a little longer. And I kind of saw my interest waning. I'd pop in here and there for certain things like certain derbies, an El Clasico or Der Klassiker or something. I'd tune into. Then I was hearing some noise about some kid in RP Leipzig and Dortmund. I'm like, who's this Echelon Bot Holland guy? I'm like, I don't know about this kid. Then one day I'm like, what do you mean he scored like 35 goals in 2 games? Huh? Then I started paying attention. So you want the young player I'm looking at right now that's upcoming is, I think his name is Enrique Felipe or Felipe Enrique. I think he's Brazilian. I think he's like 16, 17. Seems pretty good. Brazil seems to be pretty stoked on him. So I'm interested in seeing how he's gonna turn out in top flight and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why he left Madrid. I think they said he was moved by the crowd when he did what he did and blah blah. But he could have got another Champions League under his belt or something, a trophy. Not that Madrid needed him like that. Honestly, Benzema and stuff were fine, but I would have stayed. I had half a mind that I wanted him to go back to where he started at Sporting, but I don't think Sporting could pay him enough money. The Manchester United thing was interesting, but I don't think his ego was ready for the reality of the modern game, especially in the Premier League and whatnot. And I know some things happened to him in terms of his family and stuff, but he wasn't very professional. That's the one thing I can say about him. That's the one point in his life where I'm disappointed in him. I'm like, you're too old to act like this. I know you think you're Cristiano Ronaldo, but you're not too good to come in and play the last 6 minutes of a game. Just walk off the field like that. I didn't like that. That was. I know There's a lot more that's going on that I don't like the people dismiss, but I didn't like that. So yeah, Brazil never missed with youth talents. Yep, bro. He didn't want to stay for Man U the rebuild process. Yeah, but I'm like, why'd you come in the first? I heard Fergie convinced him to come, but I never thought him going back to Man U. Like I remember when I saw it, and I'm like, I could feel my heart beating a little faster. Like I'm a little excited, but I don't think this was the move, bro. Like, who's really there? If he wanted to go on a different endeavor, I think he should have tried his talent in maybe like in Liga or Bundesliga, maybe. But I will say this: I'm a Ronaldo fan. Ronaldo's one of my favorite athletes of all time. Right? I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. No, but I do not think he's perfect in any capacity, any sense of the word. I don't have weird parasocial relationships with like famous people or whatever. Ronaldo's Ronaldo. But there are times where I see because the media doesn't like his personality because he's not like a humble person. He's an egotistical maniac in a lot of ways. They like to talk shit and downplay what he does a lot of the times, and I don't see that with Messi. With Messi, he's always the darling boy in the media and journalists. He can do no wrong, always right? And that's the only thing that Ronaldo fans complain about that I see. The media does that to him a lot. And I don't like that. I'm like, so Messi scores whatever goals he scores in a friendly. It's the best thing ever. Ronaldo goes 11 for 11 against Luxembourg or whatever. Really, just trying to pad his stats. I'm like, I can't take that rhetoric. It's kind of like low key. All right, low key. I know you be catching this. You ever catch when like Europeans are speaking on the mic and there'll be like African player versus a European player, and the European player he'll be smart, he'll be intuitive, and the black player he'll be tricky. He'll be sneaky. I'm like, why does the terminology change so much? Why can't they just be like, why can't they both be kind of sneaky or tricksters? Small stuff like that I notice, but I'm pretty sensitive to stuff like that because I dealt with it growing up a little bit. Some of the pretentiousness of certain clubs because I went to a Greek club when I was 15. I was like an outsider. I was like the only black kid there. So like I used to catch shit like that. Like people like, oh, like this guy, like he's worked his body. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, just good God given talent for his God given body. And I'm like, so I don't work hard. But okay, so something like that. Yeah. I know you be catching it. But all right. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna edit. Actually, and because I didn't end up doing that dinner. But gotta talk some more footy, man. Talk some more football. Gotta get those guys in here and get a stream going. But all right, actually, let me see if anyone is. Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm tired. All right, goodbye. Y'all be safe. That's the wrong button.